Hey, Ezra here with you. And what we have in this video are the four main types of emails that we send. You'll notice that I'm really big on context because I feel like context allows you to be able to create more effectively because you know exactly what you're going for. Plus, I've got one ad tip. Now, this course really has nothing to do with advertising, but we have found this one particular group of people that we advertise to be really effective. And I want to show you how we build that out and why we do that, because it does relate to email. So the four main types of emails that we send first, and basically every email that you send out will probably fall into, or 99% of the emails you send out will fall into one of these categories, as you'll see in every one of our automations that we send out, as well as our manual broadcasts. So the four main types of emails that we send are trust builders. Now, these are emails that are designed to build rapport, to build connectedness, to build relationship between your brand and the consumer. And you'll notice that I'm really big on that. I think fundamentally that what we do as business owners is we engage a group of people in a conversation about a topic they're interested in through content, and then we make them offers that we think they would be interested in. So first we engage them with content, and a lot of our emails are content. Basically, every email we send is some form of content, but trust builder emails are specifically designed to have people be more trusting of the brand. So social proof, case studies, any kind of science, or any kind of anything that backs up how your product was made or your manufacturing processes, or anything that is designed, and you'll see this very specifically in our automated email sequences, especially customer testimonials, that are designed to build trust between the consumer and the brand. That's a really big thing that we try to do in our emails. Then we have social proof emails, which kind of falls into that same category of building trust, but they're a little different in that social proof is a very particular type of trust building, in that it is other people telling your customer or your prospect that your brand is good. Of course, you think your brand is good. Your prospect that is engaging with you, who's gotten on your email list, is not in mystery about how wonderful you think you are, but they don't necessarily know that a bunch of other people think you're wonderful. And these social proof emails that we send out sometimes are the most effective emails we've got, like these customer testimonial videos, all this kind of stuff, documentation of the ownership benefit of our products, that people are enjoying using our products, that they're being beneficial to people, are super powerful emails. The next type is content. And this really is any kind of content that's not directly a sales pitch. So any kind of content that's about who you are as a brand, or about how your products work, or about a conversation that's happening within the market that you serve. And we do a ton of content emails. I'm a big fan of branded type content emails. As you'll see with Boom, you'll get to see an example of personality-based content. With Be Friendly, you get to see an example of brand-based content. So we've got one brand-focused business in Be Friendly and one personality-based focused business in Boom. And if you look at like the Smart Marketer side, which is the brand you're engaging with now, we've got a personality-based business in Ezra Firestone is the personality behind Smart Marketer. That's me. I did just talk about myself in the third person, a little weird. And then we've got Zipify, which is an application company, which is not based on my personality. So that's a brand-focused company. So content emails are any kind of content that's designed to engage folks in a conversation about the topic that your product is relevant to, or the market that your product is relevant to, that also generally has some soft selling in it that you'll see. And then finally, offers. A lot of what we send out are offers, direct coupon discount offers, direct new product sale offers, direct, hey, buy our stuff offers, anything where your cross-sells are offer emails. And you're going to see a lot of cross-sell emails in the post-purchase sequence that we're going to dive into. Offers, man, you got to send out offers. So those are really the four main types of emails that we're sending out at a high level. These are what we're doing. We're doing trust building emails, social proof emails, content emails, and offer-based emails, essentially. Now, getting into this little ad tip that, look, this course isn't about advertising, but I did want to give you one little ad tip here. So target people who've opened your email and clicked your email in the last 14 days and the last 30 days. I'm actually going to quickly show you how to do this in Klaviyo, but this ad targeting is really effective. So basically you can see what we do is we create these segments of people who opened our email but did not click and did not buy in the last 14 days, or who clicked our email but did not buy in the last 14 days. We create a segment. I'm going to actually show you exactly how this works in a moment, but basically you can see here it says, someone who's opened an email at least once, who has not ordered a product, and who has clicked an email 0 times. So this is anyone who's opened an email but not ordered a product in the last 14 days. They've also not clicked an email. So these are just email openers, did not click, did not buy in 14 days. And then here are people who clicked an email at least once in the last 14 days but did not order a product. Now, one thing to make note of is if you're not using Klaviyo, it may be harder for you to create these dynamic segments. And I'm not really here to teach you about the technology side of things. I'm just here to give you the idea for what you want to do that you can then implement with your technology stack. Because again, the technology stack is irrelevant. It's about the strategy itself. So in this case, we're using Klaviyo. And then what we do is we advertise to these people a little more aggressively because they've showed interest in that. Like they're not just on a website retargeting list. They are folks who've actually opened or clicked an email. So we'll have like more of these kind of brand focused ads here that are really kind of aggressively trying to sell products to those folks, you know what I mean? And we run these on Facebook Facebook on mobile phones and things like that, Audience Network. And you can see how effective this is, right? $14 sales to the people who opened but didn't buy. And then obviously people who clicked an email are even hotter than folks who opened an email. And that is displayed by the cost per acquisition here being $8.53 instead of $14. Now for our market, now this is like, these numbers are somewhat irrelevant to you. You can see we spent like $200 to make $2,500 on the clickers and $549 to make $2,500 on the openers. Now these numbers are irrelevant, right? They're just about like my brand, we have an $80 average order value. We've got a really high, sort of higher end product. So it's a little bit more expensive for us to make sales. And this is significantly cheaper than our normal retargeting. And that's why I like to segment it out. But, depending on your market, these numbers might not be relevant to you. But the point that I wanted to point out with these numbers is that in general, on people who clicked the email but didn't buy, you can see a 10x, $200 to make $2,500, and people who opened an email but didn't buy, you can see a 5x. So let's take a look at Klaviyo and actually kind of see how this gets set up. When you're in Klaviyo, by the way, the first thing that you need to do to set this up, and I do want you to get this integration. I'm not going to show you how to sign up for Klaviyo. I mean, you can literally, it's super easy to sign up and connect Klaviyo to your store. They've got great documentation. And I feel like my job in this training course is to teach you things that you can't find like on YouTube in regular documentation, to show you stuff that's like, extra that you need me for. So signing up for Klaviyo and connecting it to your store, you just go through their help documentation for that. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to integrate, if you're using Klaviyo, Facebook audiences to your Klaviyo. So you click on integrations, you'll notice that they have a bunch of integrations here. What you're going to want to do is click on the Facebook audiences one and go through the process of integrating that. You can go to their help section. Klaviyo has a knowledge base and they walk you through how to actually set this up. So then once you have that integrated, what you want to do is you want to go to lists and segments, and then you want to create a list or segment, and then you're going to actually do a segment rather than a list. And basically the difference, by the way, if we go back to lists and segments, we go to create list and segment. The difference here is that a list is a static group of people that is either, being put on a list when they opt in or being uploaded. So it's like a static set group of people. A segment is a dynamic group of people that's updating over time based on their behavior or their properties. So I'm going to say segment, and I'm going to go test, opener, non-clicker, non-buyer, 14 days. I would also do 30-day audiences. And then we're going to say condition based on what someone has done or not done. And then we're going to say they have opened an email, and you see I have Zendesk stuff in here. I could target people who've opened support tickets because I'm passing that data into Klaviyo. Opened email at least once in the last 14 days, okay? And what someone has done or not done. Ordered product, so we'll go down to placed an order. You can use either one. 0 times in the last 14 days. And because I only want the openers and not the clickers, I would then go and what someone has done or not done, and then it's going to be clicked email 0 times in the last 14 days. And then I would create that segment. And then once that segment was created, I'll actually go ahead and find that segment. So we'll go open just to find it. Search, I've got a lot of segments here. So you can see opened email but did not click, did not buy in the last 14 days. So this is my group of people. I go to settings. And then under settings, what I do is I sync this audience to Facebook. So Klaviyo has this thing where in the settings, you can actually sync this audience over to Facebook, which would then create that group of people for you inside of Klaviyo. Inside of Facebook audiences that you could then target with your ads. Again, this isn't really about advertising, but I did quickly want to show you that that technology is available in inside of the Klaviyo CRM, where you can connect dynamically to a Facebook audience and target ads to people who opened and didn't buy and people who clicked and didn't buy. It's a very effective ad unit. So this video was really supposed to be about the 4 main types of emails that we send, but this cool little ad trick is the only time I'm going to talk about ads in this course, just because it's very effective and it's working really well for us. And I wanted to share it, and I wanted to put it right at the beginning just so that we just got it out of the way. So 4 main types of emails that we send in our business are trust builders, social proof, content, and offers. You kind of want to be thinking about that as you're creating your automation sequences. What category does this particular email fall into, and then tailor it to be really effective and about that category of content that you're emailing out to your group of people. Also, if you want to implement a cool little ad trick where you can target folks who opened and didn't buy or clicked and didn't buy, it's a very effective group of people to target with an ad. So Ezra here with the 4 main types of emails that we send to our customers. See you in the next video.